Welcome back, and we're continuing our conversation here with Jack Scott. We're back here talking to Jack, 96 years young Jack here. Talked about his time living in Oklahoma there and growing up as a young person. Schooling back in your days, did you go to high school, or was it just schooling look like what for you?
I started school in Mounds. Nice big 2-story beautiful brick building.
Mm-hmm.
And in second grade, folks went to Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
About 1928 maybe.
Uh-huh.
So I started school there September 20. Yeah. And they moved, took off, and went to Missouri. I got back into the school there, second grade.
Mm-hmm.
And they moved back down to Oklahoma on Arkansas River. I got in school again in the second grade.
Mm-hmm.
And they bought a place out in the country, and I finished second grade in a country school.
Oh, nice.
4 different schools.
For second grade. 4 schools for second grade. And so you went, did you go to any high school at all, or no?
Let's see, I started the freshman year in Oklahoma,
mm-hmm.
and about a month later, folks came to California.
Mm-hmm.
So I finished the 9th in Citrus High School in Glendora.
Okay.
Well, it was between Glendora and Azusa, so kids came from both towns.
Yeah, right.
And I went to work in a mobile service station at night and trying to go to school in the daytime.
Yeah.
Didn't work very good.
Didn't work very good? So you were one of those guys when the service station was really a service station. You actually get out and pump the gas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't sit in a little office and just make change. So those were special days. So you lived in California when the war broke out, right?
I had gone to work for Douglas in Long Beach.
Mm-hmm.
And the same week the enemy bombed Pearl Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
I was like everyone else, where's Pearl Harbor?
Yeah. Yeah. So when you were working for Douglas, and the war broke out, you were considered one of those people necessary to the war effort, but you ended up enlisting anyway, right? Or did you get drafted, or did...
Well, I'd get drafted every 3 months, and then they'd get, cancel it.
Right, because you were working in the war industry.
Then I met that pretty girl.
Uh-huh.
Came out from Arkansas.
Yeah.
So she rode to work with me 4 months, which
Uh-huh.
Get off work at midnight, so it's like a date every night.
A date every night. Well, you can't go wrong there. So
I asked her if she wanted to get married.
Uh-huh.
She hesitated a few minutes, said, how about 2 weeks from Sunday?
Okay.
So
that's a pretty quick romance.
Yeah, it only lasted 72 years.
Only 72 years. Man, that's I don't know what to say. That's impressive. So that's great. And where was she from? Was she a California girl?
She was born in Russellville, Arkansas.
Oh, okay. That's you told me that. The Arkansas girl came out. So she was working at Douglas also. She came out to work in the war industry also?
And she needed a ride. She rode with me.
Okay.
Then I joined the Navy, and I was stationed in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd write her a letter. You just write free.
Yeah. And they'd mail it.
And she came back, and after 6 months, I was leaving. I had a week off, and I went with her, took her down to home in Arkansas. I met her parents.
Mm-hmm.
We'd been married 1.5 years, and I'd never met
Met
her.
her parents. Wow. Yeah.
Small-time politics. He was the justice of the peace.
Uh-huh.
The first day I ever met him, he said, "Well, this is election day. I want you to come down and vote." I said, "Well, I don't live here." He said, "I'll take care of that."
Wow. That's I guess that's been going on then a lot longer than we think today. So wow, that's
But they was good people.
oh yeah, yeah. So why did you when you went in the service, was the Navy your choice, or was the Navy what you were given?
I had Army, Navy, and Marines.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, well, the Navy, maybe it'd be less walking, so I joined the Navy.
There you did. And because you were in the aircraft industry, you ended up, is that the reason you ended up in the field you did?
Yeah.
Yeah. So where did you go through your basic training? Where was your induction center at for the Navy? Was it San Diego or?
San Diego.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't know one rate from another. What you're interested in, I wrote aviation.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Norman school.
Right. How long was your school?
6 months.
6 months. And you were working on aircraft before. When you were working at Douglas, what were you an assembly, rivet? Were you bucking rivets? No? What were you doing?
Well, it was called, I guess, a punch press.
Oh, okay.
Blanking out parts.
Sure. Yeah, I know that very well. My mom worked for Lockheed up in Burbank in World War II on P-38s.
Yeah.
And she was working a stamp press that was making the form.
I went to work and been there just a short time when the war broke out for sure. It grew so fast. I was foreman on my.
Mm-hmm.
I had 35 people and
Yeah, so you're a lead man.
real nice people and
Yeah. Yeah, that's so when you went into the aviation field there in Norman, Oklahoma there, and they were teaching you aircraft, you ended up staying in the States. And of course, everybody wanted to get in the war, right? I guess. Of course, you were married, so it was probably nice for you to get stationed in San Diego, right?
yeah, but I thought the war will be over and I won't be in it, and that's when I went down and joined the Navy.
Right.
And in San Diego, pardon me, Palmdale,
Mm-hmm.
but there were spark plug washers that worked like a quarter.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Payphone.
Yeah.
So I used spark plug washers to call.
Oh, wow. So you were, I don't think I ever used washers to make phone calls when I was in the military, but that's a pretty smart idea. It saved you a lot of money, huh? So wow. I won't tell Ma Bell. Okay.
Okay.
That's our secret. We're not going to tell. So anyway, we'll take our next break here, and we come back. We'll talk a little bit about San Diego and SBDs and TBM dive bombers. Okay. We'll chat a little bit about those. So we'll be right back here with Jack Scott. Thank you for tuning in to this segment of AV Veterans Talk at Aerotech News.